No, 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 no.
You're ready to fight, aren't you? I can feel
Oh, yeah!
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Look, we've been talking all weekend about the negativity of Mark Carney entering the Liberal race. We've been talking about Danielle Smith being lambasted by other premiers across the country for standing up not only for Alberta oil, but for Canada's economy by saying we're not going to go to war with the incoming president, Donald Trump. We're actually going to try and find a way to agree at the table, deal with his demands to reduce tariffs on the country, and do the sensible thing, which is try to find a way to get along with one of our largest trading partners. That being said, today is a better day because we're going to have a few laughs here today. If you saw the intro, we're going to have a couple of laughs as Chrystia Freeland. Of course, we all knew she was coming in. We all knew Chrystia Freeland was going to be making an announcement that she was running to replace Justin Trudeau as Prime Minister and leader of the Liberal Party. We've also had other people stand forward to say that they're going to be running as well. We're going to talk about that in this video. But before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, we are so close to 50,000 subscribers here on the channel. I wanted to make it happen by the end of the night or the end of the month. You guys have sped up that process ridiculously. Hit that subscribe button. Join our large Fringe majority on the channel. Let's see if we can go into tomorrow's live stream during Donald Trump's inauguration to see if we can hit 50,000 subscribers by that time. Hit that button. Let's see if we can do it. Speaking of which, again, as I just said, join me tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Or, 11:30 Eastern. It's 9:30 Alberta time. Join me at 11:30 Eastern for Donald Trump's inauguration live stream. We're going to be talking about Donald. We're going to be talking about Donald Trump becoming the next president of the United States once again. He's going to make America great again. It's going to be fabulous. There's going to be many live streams on YouTube, but none quite like this live stream. Make sure you join us. We're going to be watching them eating the dogs, eating the cats, and talking about how Canada is crumbling under Governor Justin Trudeau. It's going to be a wonderful stream, guys. Come on out. Join us in that live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. That being said, despite Chrystia Freeland's horrible announcement earlier in the weekend that she was going to be taking Sunday to formally come out and talk about her run for leadership, if you can call it that, in Canada. Take a look at the start of this disastrous event in which Chrystia held earlier today. I mean, she tries to put on a brave face. I'm going to give her that. Okay, she puts on a brave face. This is the woman who cackled and laughed as she froze bank accounts, completely trampled on Canadians' rights, backed the carbon tax to no extent, which, by the way, she says she's now going to get rid of. The hypocrisy is at its finest. She scapegoated the Liberal Party at a time when she said that they would balance the budget and that it wouldn't go over the guardrail. Well, the day she was supposed to make the announcement as to where our deficit had actually gone, it was actually over a cliff and in ruin as she escaped the Liberal Party to try and salvage what she could for this announcement. Let's take a look at what she had to say, and then we're going to show the disaster that ensued at this event. Let's take a look.
You're ready to fight, aren't you? I can feel it.
Yes, all 26 people clapping there agree, Chrystia.
That is so great. That is so great. We are ready to fight, aren't we? And so, with your help, we are going to fight.
Doesn't this opening statement remind you of anybody? Doesn't it remind you of Kamala, crazy Kamala, as she came out saying, the significance of something is that it's significant. That is the significance in something being significant. I mean, we're going to fight, aren't we? We're all ready to fight. This is a room of people ready to fight. We're fighting for a better future. Let's fight. I mean, it's just fight. It's unbelievable. Lots of tweets to show here coming out from our good friend over at the Pleb. Chrystia Freeland leadership launch is a complete disaster. Things unfolded really quick there. It got heated. Palestine protesters keep heckling her and getting ejected. She cannot get her speech out. This is the 5th protester to get ejected so far. Let's take a look at what happened here. Let's watch. Sorry about the volume there, folks. It's a little louder than I thought it was going to be, but it shows you that the majority of people who went to this presser, this announcement engagement, were there mostly to protest. There was 5 people there that actually cared that Chrystia was making her announcement. The rest of them getting ejected. I mean, listen as she gets up at her podium. You can hear the enthusiasm. Cat Canada tweeting out, Freeland is live launching her leadership bid. The chant sounds so genuine, doesn't it? Here, you guys are going to love this one. Let's take a look.
Freeland, 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 Freeland.
I know who I serve. I serve Canadians. I serve the kids and the teachers and
I mean, the enthusiasm is overpowering. I know. Have you guys ever seen a Pierre poilievre rally? Have you ever seen Pierre when he's talking to people, when he's up on stage and he's got the room packed, that there's a standing room only? Do they sound like this?
Freeland, 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 Freeland.
3 people chanting for Chrystia Freeland. And I'm sure they were all paid to be there. I mean, take a look. Take a look here. Take a look here. This is outside again. Or in the gym, sorry. This is in the gymnasium where she made the announcement. Chrystia Freeland leadership announcement event is in complete chaos. Look at this 16-second clip from the Pleb. More of Chrystia's fan club in there to support essentially her continued message. This is what happens when you divide a country for 10 years and when you invite the people that Donald Trump is talking about expunging into your foray. You're leaving your borders open for this nonsense. Other people are bringing their wars to our streets. This is the end result. A liberal government has propped them up and used them as a distraction this whole time while getting away with their theft, their antics, their scandals, their virtue signaling, their DEI, their billion-dollar contracts, their freezing of bank accounts, their corruption. These people have been allowed to openly protest in the streets while others have their accounts frozen, merely, again, to provide a distraction. Well, now they're here telling Chrystia how they really feel about things. This event was a disaster. If anybody thinks that Chrystia Freeland stands a snowball's chance in hell of becoming the next Prime Minister of Canada, this says it all. The 3 people chanting, the constant removal of protesters, the clown show continues. But it doesn't just continue there. More people have entered the race, and we talked about this on Friday night's live stream. I want to showcase this with you guys really quick. Karina Gould jumping in the race. This is the one I find the funniest. The fact that this is the woman, don't forget, who invited an actual bad guy of WW2. I know YouTube doesn't like me using the N-word. That N-word from WW2. She invited this guy into the House of Commons. They gave a standing ovation. She took photos with him and Anthony Rota, which had Rota expelled from the House of Commons. They threw him under the bus. And now she says, Gould says that Trump won't listen to journalists and central bankers in swipe at Liberal Party leadership rivals. Launching her campaign. Now here's the rich part. Launching her campaign, Gould says Canadians don't trust the Liberal Party of Canada. I know there's more context to it, but doesn't that bring up the sentence for all of these candidates? Then why are you running? Why isn't Justin calling an election? Why isn't the Liberal Party just insisting he calls an election? If Canadians don't trust the Liberal Party, what makes any of you viable candidates to run for his replacement? I'm not even going to quote what the Clown Broadcasting Corporation had to say about it, because it's just paid politics at this point. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to put out this quick video to sum up the disaster that's ongoing with the Liberal Party, to give you guys a laugh, to give you guys some hope as to where Canadians stand moving forward. Now, the threat of Mark Carney still looms over Canada, and it's a big threat. And we talked about it to great extent on Friday night's live stream, and I'll be doing more videos this week talking about where my concerns lie, or where Canadians' concerns should lie at least, and what maybe some plans are going forward as to how we have a little bit of a say into what happens with the next leadership election. I want you guys to make sure, again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We're going to get into that this week. It's going to be a fun week. We're going to see a new president that people actually support hitting the United States. We're going to see more chaos unfolding against the Liberals, and we're going to talk a little bit about, again, better days coming ahead for Canada and what we can do about it. Make sure you join me here on the channel. If it's your first time here, again, I hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure to hit that button. Again, we're so close to 50,000, ladies and gentlemen. Hit your bell for notifications. Join me live each and every Friday here on the channel for Friday Night Fringe, our live streaming show, where we go over everything that's happened this week in Canadian politics, everything coming up in the week ahead, and some back and forth within our community. It's always great to hear what you guys have to say outside of making these videos, as I'm joined by the very beautiful Mrs. Fringe. We look forward to hearing what you guys have to say each and every Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, here on the channel. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to join me tomorrow for the live stream of Donald Trump's inauguration. Again, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to streaming and having a good time with you guys as we bring in the new era of the end of wokeism in our country, in our continent. Hopefully the end of it, the beginning of the end for Canada, as Donald Trump comes in and we start to see Pierre come in later on this year. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I hope to see you there. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.